Good afternoon, I'm Eunice Teoh from Amtrol Floral Designing. Welcome to this session with me that we're going to do flower arrangement and learning how to take care of flowers and all the techniques about flower arrangement. So I would like to first show you how we cut this floral foam that is not soaked, and as we decide on which container that we want to use, we would like to cut to the size of the container, roughly slightly bigger, fit it into it, and you see how high you like the foam to be, and usually the foam is cut 1 inch above the rim. As you see that here we are a bit too big, and we'll cut this, and then with this piece we put it into the water without forcing them down, but just leaving it and let it sink down by itself. As soon as the water has penetrated through the foam and you can see the color start changing, that means it is ready for the arrangement. And in this case, when we are using a glass container like that and it has a smaller rim to hold the foam, we would like to use pot tape. And when we use pot tape, this is where we secure the foam into the container. And here we just go across and stick it onto the other side, and then again from the left to the right on this side. As you can see that the foam is now securely stuck onto this container and it's ready for use. For this design that we are doing today, it's called the dome arrangement, which means it is a round arrangement basically. And many times people will think, how do we start and how do we end? And first, the tips to a dome arrangement is to start from the center. For any beginners that are not trained, you may start from the center and go slowly to the side, cutting the same length for the flower stems. If you are not sure, then you can do the measurement in this case, and you cut and you insert. It's about 2 cm for the insertion, and then the rest is the height of the container plus the foam, and that would make a perfect dome for you. So as you can see that these red gerberas that we are using today, they have been wired, and the wire that we use is wire number 22, green wire. With this green wire, we are able to control the movement of this gerbera, and the gerbera is a bit naughty. After they take up a bit of water, they might turn and twist their head around. So we do not want an arrangement that goes out of shape or you have a hole in the middle after some time. So what we do is we secure them with the wire 22 and hold them in place. So this is how we're going to start, and then we go towards the side. And with all the big main flower go in first, and the measurement is still the same. And then we go to the side, coming down to 90 degrees slowly, and surely it will come and form to be like a round arrangement that is good for centerpieces, good for any decorations that is seen 360 degrees. Now about flowers that we need to keep them fresh, many of us might think, am I going to use Panadol or vinegar or sugar? But that's not the answer. We usually make sure that the container is very clean, the water is also very clean, and then what you can do is get some flower food from the supplier for the flowers, and they are in little sachets to be sold at the counter. And for that, it will help the water to be clean and to prevent the bacteria from reacting in the water. So as you can see that we are still going and making slightly shorter ones, because I plan to put this arrangement on top of this vase at the end of this session. And as you can see that all the main flowers is almost there. So we'll put a few more. So to fill up the gap, we have to check ourselves from the side view as well to make sure that all these are well covered and we do not show any of the space that would leave the foam exposed. So one of the very major factor for good arrangement is that we never expose the foam, alright? If a foam is exposed, it's considered an unfinished arrangement. So for this, we want to add in a little bit of smaller flowers, and today I chose this spray mum that is green in color, would give a very nice effect. And the same length we will cut as the gerbera, and we fill it in between. And that would give a very nice texture here, and the color would pick up from the red instead of the same similar texture again. So we go in between all the gerberas, and this is how we insert when the hole gets too small. You want to put your little flower in, you use your 2 finger and you clip it in between, and there you go, press it in. The dome form that we are doing now is really very practical for any commercial or home use. So if you can learn up this, it will be quite handy for you without calling the florist. Alright, and this is fun. And now I'm adding in the hypericum berries, and it sure gives another different texture. And so we have a different type of red in now, and it also enhances the first red gerbera that we have added in before. We are coming down to the bottom with these 2 color foam ball that is in the water that I pre-soaked. We want to bring it down all the way. Of course, we are not going to put any flowers inside, because when we close up with the top arrangement, there's no air. So when there's no air, you will see that the glass become very misty. Right, I'm making this bear grass that we have, a very simple twist inside just to create a line effect. And there you go. When the arrangement is ready, let's put it on top. Alright, so for this, we add a bit more to cover up all the empty spaces. For a good arranger to complete a nice arrangement, always have to look from the direction where the people is sitting. In a very hot weather like Malaysia, we try not to stress the flowers out with heat. In this arrangement, we have used the element of color and texture. The lines are in the vase, and also to bring the color down from top to bottom. So using the colors up and down is also another technique in presenting a very good arrangement. Thank you very much.